Hi guys, this is Ignorance is Bliss. I'm Farah.
I'm Hodan.
I'm Lisa.
And today we're going to be talking about our time in the UAE. So it's going to be a quick reflection clip. We're going to start off with Lisa because she's been here the longest. So do you want to tell us about your time in the UAE and what you enjoy?
So I've been here since 2017. So I'm going now into my 4th year of being in the UAE. Initially planned to come out for 2 years. Everybody does that. And then stays. So I'm just going to talk about some of the things I love about being here. One of the things I love is that it's so safe.
Yeah.
Very, very safe. To the point where if you leave your phone in a restaurant, if you leave your phone in a shop, you'll go back and it'll be exactly where you left it, or somebody would have handed it in.
Yeah.
Right?
Even on the beach.
Exactly.
Yeah, my friend came in December and left her phone on the beach.
Yeah.
She went back 5 hours later and security had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's super safe.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that stretches to homes as well. I mean, we lock our homes because
Yeah.
I think it's important to do
Yeah.
so. But I think it's accepted here that you can
Leave
your door open and you won't be disturbed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Generally, we're talking about items not going missing, but do you think in terms of safety for women, it's safer as well?
Well, I definitely feel more safe walking around at
At
any
night,
hours.
I think-
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there is this stereotype or this feeling that I think when you say you're moving to the UAE, some
For sure.
people in the UK think, oh, how's it going to be for you out there as a woman? What's it going to be like? And I'm honestly going to say that you're more likely to be disrespected by another European expat than an Emirati person.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
My
gonna
experience
say.
as a female is way better in the UAE
Yeah.
than in the UK, for sure.
I don't feel worried at all. I think going out generally, you see a lot of people, and I think even if you're out on your own, I've never had a second thought about being on my own.
Yeah.
Never. I just go, I do what I need to do, I come back. I think in the UK, I'd be a little bit more sceptical at certain hours of the night.
For sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you're walking around on your
Yeah.
own.
So that's a definite plus point.
Yeah, you don't get that feeling of, oh, I shouldn't really be walking around on my own right now. You know,
Yeah.
you could go for a walk around Barsha Park on your own at like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think maybe you wouldn't do, depending on where you live in the UK.
Because it gets dark, especially in the winter.
Yeah.
It gets dark as early as 4 in the UK.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely wouldn't. It's not about the time; it's about the lighting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Even if you're
UK.
In the UK.
Whereas over here, darkness is nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
doesn't make a
Yeah.
difference.
That's what yeah, absolutely. So here, even when it's dark, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. The second thing that I love about being here is that everything is so convenient.
Yeah.
/ lazy makes us lazy.
That's the thing, like when I eventually move back to the UK, I know already that I'm so lazy.
Yeah.
You can get everything delivered. Everything. Most buildings have a shop downstairs and you can ring them to come and deliver things, which I've used far too often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Everything's super convenient. Everybody talks on WhatsApp, which is a bit strange.
That was weird.
That was weird getting
Yeah.
used to that.
Yeah.
But
Because no one texts, do they?
no
No
one
Yeah, like
does.
you can text your local, like your grocery shop. Usually
Yeah.
we're living in apartments and there's always a shop downstairs. You can WhatsApp them, send them a picture of something, say I want that, and they'll bring it out to you immediately.
Every business has a WhatsApp.
Every
number.
business.
Every business has a WhatsApp number, and when you meet someone new, it's a very common question. It's like, oh, is this the same as your? If you give them your number, you'll say, is this the same as your WhatsApp number?
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to be talking to them
Yeah.
on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
That is the main form of communication, I'd say.
I think what was weirdest for me, in a good way, although it'll probably be different when we go back, is like you can make one order, like bottle of water, and say, can you bring that up to me? And it's really lazy.
Or a chocolate bar.
Or a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
And I think that's
I've got a 24-hour supermarket.
Yeah.
So I can call them at any hours and they'll bring it up, which is great.
Which is great.
Same with the shop downstairs where we used to live.
Yeah, because in the UK, when you make deliveries to supermarkets, it's big orders. It's like your whole shopping for the week.
There's a minimum order.
Minimum order.
Yeah.
You're not asking for a bottle of water and a chocolate bar. I think that's great, but also
Right.
makes us very lazy.
And also, to the UK people listening to this, will be like,
Oh,
you lot
gosh,
are ridiculous.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my third thing that I love about living out here, obviously we're all teachers,
Yeah.
and it's the work-life balance.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. In the UK, as a teacher, I was getting in at maybe, I used to get in about an hour before school starts. I used to get in about 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
to school, and I'd leave about 6:30 every day,
Yeah.
except for a Friday.
Yeah.
So, and like the hours you're working, much more actually in your workplace.
And
Yeah.
intense as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're more intense. And I feel like, and I don't know whether that's because of the sun
Yeah.
here, or whether there's generally more things to do like in the daytime.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the weather's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, usually maybe you're staying behind 1 hour after
Mhm.
school if you have a club
Yeah.
or something like that. But generally, when school's finished, the car park is empty. Everyone's gone home. Like,
Also, I think there's less of a stigma going
Yeah.
home at the end of the day. I think
There's
I
not
think
that
it
guilt.
depends. Yeah, I think it depends in the UK because I think some schools, I think very few, much less schools than here. There's no judgment even from other members of staff for clocking out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think definitely here. I don't think that's an issue. I think we
And
stay.
people don't
we
really
stay.
take their work home. Like I never take my work
Yeah,
home.
you do your work at work,
No.
and that's
And
it.
that's
You-
it.
Yeah, and
When
there's
you're
no,
at home,
there's no
that's your
guilt,
own
I
time.
think,
yeah,
or judgment from other people for doing that. So I think that's great.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What about you, Hayden? What do you like about the UAE?
Yeah, so I'd say one of the things that really, when I was coming out here, obviously as a Muslim, I thought it was a really nice thing to see the call to prayer, or hear the call to prayer, not see it, to hear the call to prayer. It is quieter than what I was expecting, but I think it depends on different areas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But yeah, I think it's nice in a country that's completely, not completely, but there's a lot of expats or
Yeah.
people who come over as economic, migrants, immigrants. I think it's nice that it's retained an element of its
Yeah.
religiosity and culture.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people when they come out here do want to see that, do want to see an element of religion, an element of culture. So I really enjoyed that. The culture shock is there's no culture shock
Yeah.
actually. I think that's a massive one. When you get to to Dubai or the UAE in general, I don't think there is. Actually, is it right for me to say Dubai? Because I haven't spent a lot of time in the other Emirates.
Yeah.
They might be
Yeah.
a little bit more conservative. I'm not sure, but definitely in Dubai, the culture shock is there is no,
No,
culture
there's no
shock.
culture shock.
Definitely in Dubai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And every emirate, each of the 7 emirates has its own vibe
yes,
Yeah.
about it,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Like Dubai is very much
The popular one,
yeah,
where
the-
lots of people
yeah.
from around the world come and live.
exactly.
I
you can
guess.
find everything in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
But I guess we haven't really spent a lot of time in the other Emirates,
Yeah.
so we're not too sure.
Yeah. So when I say it's nice to have a bit of culture / religion, I think just because there are so many nationalities here that it's nice to retain a little element of what the country is built on.
Yeah.
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 But I love the fact, that's one of my pros, the fact that there's so many nationalities here.
Mhm.
It's so diverse. Like London is diverse,
Yeah.
very diverse.
Mm.
However, over here it's amazing because I've never met so many Arabs from
Yeah.
different parts of the Arab
You're
world.
so right. Yeah.
So, for example, in London, Edgware Road, you get a particular type of Arab, right? Whereas over
Yeah.
here, you get Arabs from the Levant, Syrians, Palestinians, you get North Africans, you get
Yeah.
Arabs from all over. So I really like that.
And Europeans from all over.
Europeans
Yeah.
from all over,
Mhm.
Far East Asians.
Yeah.
And as teachers, we're quite lucky because the student population is very diverse.
At our school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at our school,
Yeah.
which is lovely because I've learned so much about different backgrounds and cultures. So I really like that element.
Yeah.
But it's also good that they've obviously retained their culture as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing I was going to say is there's lots to do here in Dubai.
So much.
Yeah.
Lots to do. Certain other countries or cities you might go to and you think 4 days is enough. By the end of
Yeah.
4 days, you think you've done everything. I don't think Dubai's like that.
Yeah.
I think you can see something different. I think we've been here for a number of years. Us 2
Yeah.
years. You've been here for almost coming on to 4. Have you run out of things to do?
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
No.
there's loads to do. Loads to do. I think.
And
there's-
it's constantly building new things.
absolutely
So even if we leave and come back 5 years later,
Yeah.
it's going to be
5
completely
years. I
different.
think if we came back
Yeah.
months later,
It'll be, yeah,
it'd
that's
be
true.
different. Yeah.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah.
So my mum used to come to Dubai a lot, like back in the day,
Mhm.
like 15 years ago.
Mhm.
She wouldn't recognise Dubai,
Hmm.
like if she
Yeah.
came now.
Same.
Yeah.
I was here in 2001 for a family wedding, so we came over here to do some shopping in Dubai, and it was completely different,
Yeah.
massively different. So yeah, I think there's always lots to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Year on year, it's very different in general. Even we go back to the UK in the winter and we come back and we're like, wow, look at all these new
Yeah.
buildings.
I mean, what has opened since we've been here?
Blue Island.
Blue Water Island.
They're building the new tower.
The new tallest building in the
Yeah,
world.
that's it. That's in Old Dubai.
So that will.
There's loads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loads of
Also,
things.
is that Museum of the Future.
I was going
Oh,
to
on
say,
Sheikh
is that
Zayed.
the one with
was
the
the one
yeah,
that
the
was like
writing,
an eye.
calligraphy?
Yes. And that was when I first moved here. You could see the scaffolding,
Yes,
and the shape of
same,
it, but none of the outside had gone up yet. And now I think it's
pretty
almost
much
ready.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's lots to do. Farah, what about another one of yours?
Another one of mine is I really enjoy Hatta. Hatta is about an hour and a half away from Dubai. It's a lovely area. It's very different to Dubai. So if you want a bit of a break from the city, it's nice to just go there. There's lots to do. They've got kayaking, they've got mountain safaris. Hatta Heritage Village is very nice. It's just mountains on mountains on mountains. So Hatta, it's beautiful. Hatta borders Amman. So you've got mountains that are called Al Hajja Mountains. And the backdrop is just mountain. It's very pretty. It's nice. It's relaxed. It's a nice little place to go to. Very calm and peaceful. But also, if you go to the Heritage Village and if you climb to the top of the forts, that's one of my favourite places. You can see the whole of Hatta from a height, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
So I do like. I love Hatta.
Yeah. So I think that what that tells me is that there's different landscapes in
absolutely
in the UAE, because I think we often just think of it as sand and sea or whatever, but there are mountains. There are mountainous areas.
Absolutely. And it depends what mood you're in. Like I go to places depending on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
If I want a break from the city, I will go to Hatta.
Yes.
If I want to be in the city, I'll go to downtown.
Yeah.
So it depends what mood you're in, and there's loads that you can do.
Yeah. And obviously, Dubai as a travelling kind of hub, so close to.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like obviously Dubai Airport, Abu Dhabi Airport, some of the busiest airports in the world.
Yeah.
So to travel to other places is a great place to be living because we can travel. Like obviously, I'm from Seychelles. It takes me 4 hours to go back home to visit. Obviously, all the places in kind of like this side of the world, in Asia,
become more accessible.
Pakistan from the UK, it's like an 8-hour flight overhead. It's only a couple of hours.
Which means that we can travel to places that we wouldn't probably have not gone to if we were in the UK.
I'm a really nervous flyer. I don't enjoy flying generally, but when we first moved out here in October, I went to Somaliland because I could, because it was like 4 hours, whereas in the UK I'm not doing 8 hours on my own. There's no way. So and also other places, not just Somaliland. There's other places that you would love to go to.
Places. What places have you been to?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, one of my favourite places that I've been to from here. I've been to Jordan from here, and I've been to Seychelles quite a few times. I need to. That's it, you know. That's all I've done.
I need to travel more from here.
Yeah.
No, but this whole year has been off the table.
That's the thing.
So you've
been Jordan, I really want to go to
quite a bit
Jordan.
actually.
Yeah. Considering
Oman, obviously. That's
Oman.
isn't it?
Oman is.
And you did Lebanon?
Yeah, Lebanon is the first country I went to here in my first year. That was gorgeous. Oman I've been, and that's it. Because this year was completely ruled out. This year I wanted to go to Jordan. But unfortunately I wasn't able to do that. But next year, inshallah. Yes.
Exactly.
The other thing I was going to say is the fact that you don't need to learn any Arabic. I mean, obviously it's great to learn Arabic. It's great to immerse yourself in the culture. Actually, out of interest, how much Arabic have you not learned? I'm going to be honest here, I've really not learned very much.
Literally what I learned in the UK is the same that I learned in over here.
Yeah.
It's quite sad. I struggle with languages.
But so I think what that says is that you don't need to.
That's the thing.
Everything is in English.
Yeah.
Everything. You can get by completely. You don't need to know a word of the native language at all to live here, to socialise here, to get on here. So I think
English is an official language.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think if you're moving out here, you definitely can get by with just English.
That makes me sad as a languages teacher.
And that makes me
if you
sad,
know anybody that's a good Arabic teacher, we're trying to learn Arabic. Because I want to try and be conversational at least, or know a few more by the time I leave. I was so excited about learning Arabic.
100%
Before I moved here, I bought myself a textbook. I had a CD. I used to listen to Arabic on the way to work in the UK to try and learn a few things. I can't do it on my own, obviously, because it's such a difficult language to learn, right? I need a teacher. But then I got here and I was like, wow, I actually don't need any of that. That is true. It's very
that
easy.
one's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It's
exactly.
great in the sense that, because the last thing you want to do moving to a new country is feel like you don't know the language and you can't get by. So that part of it's great, but I think we've been looking to learn Arabic for a long time. So
and English is the common language because everybody else that comes here from all over the world
speaks
will speak English. Yeah.
But there's also other very common languages. Urdu, everyone can speak Urdu.
Exactly.
Hindi, Punjabi, that's very common.
Yeah,
There's-
everyone.
Everyone, I say everyone.
You mean
South
like the
Asians.
locals
yeah.
as well?
The locals
The
can.
locals as an
They
Emirati can speak Urdu.
Yeah. They're very
Because
good.
of the,
Arabs, the
because
Arabs
of the
can.
number of people that speak that language that
Yeah.
have migrated over here.
It's like 60, I'm sure the population is like 60%
Yeah.
South Asian.
Yeah.
There are more South
That's what
Asians
it
than
is.
Emiratis, so
Yeah.
that's why they can speak. So everyone can. Not everyone, most people
Yeah,
can
yeah,
speak
no, I know what
it.
you mean.
Yeah, most Arabs can speak it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I should learn Urdu.
Yeah, I'll
Because-
teach you.
Because then, like, I went to the fish market the other day, and
She's always in a fish market. She
I
always
love
wants to
seafood.
go to a fish market as well.
so I wish when I was there, I was like, I wish I could speak Urdu.
Yeah.
Then I'd be bartering with them. I'd know what they were saying.
Yeah.
like,
Because if you can
between
speak Urdu, you
themselves.
can speak Hindi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So any Urdu teachers?
Teach me too,
Oh,
please.
excellent. Yeah. So, what do you love about the UAE?
Yeah. What do you guys love about the UAE? What do you guys like about Dubai? Have you been to Dubai? Let us know your thoughts. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.